Hey, good afternoon. This is episode 41 of MLB 20 The Show. Zeta, your host, do running egg and two chat. I guess they call it day off 1 out of 3 or something. For sure. You guys are tuning in when it gets more MLB 20 every 1 to 2 days a week. Be sure to hit that red support button, like button, stay connected. Do love, support, comment. And you guys can also add it to a playlist a little bit. There's anybody in the chat that has the 2 apps so far today involved in this group. That has a Twitter and a Discord. First thing about Twitter, guys, you guys can share me out, tweet me out, leave a comment as good as you guys can, and anything you can bring towards the table a little bit. I did check out my watch time, guys, so probably look at it a little later, but I did check out throughout this afternoon. The numbers are always the same. J's capitalized, C's capitalized between first and last name. You guys can also send me your first and last name information as well to Twitter, towards the chat if you'd like. The numbers are always the same, guys. 824-656-00. Again, guys, the numbers are 824-656-00. Not only if you guys have a Twitter, send me a phone request through Discord. Tell me you guys said hello towards the group, and even if you guys have anything you'd like to speculate. Like I say, what GameStop, when I'm going to be doing is GameStop Wednesday. You guys, I already told you guys earlier this morning what happened. I've been not picked up or anything. But it usually is the third time when I told you guys when I was doing Black Ops Cold War this morning. So throughout this group, guys, we watch videos in full, like, share, all I know is support, like, comment, in full. Tweet it out, comment, share it, add it to a playlist, and never ask for support back in between through Running Egg and Tuba Chat. You guys can also vote Atlanta 32, go to Summon at 13 to make sure it gets it out of the way. You guys have an honest vote, so I'm hoping we'll get an idol hopefully this year. If you guys also want a shout out through the group in a live chat this afternoon tonight, let me know. Alright, guys, as today is a 4-game series of game. It will be game 1 Detroit for you guys. It will be the 15 and 25 Tigers hosting the 25 and 15 Minnesota Twins. Starting pitcher in game 1 Detroit, guys. Starting pitcher for the 15 and 25 Tigers will be Spencer Turnbull. Turnbull has a below average, maybe like a 350 percentage or something, I would assume. Has a 2-5 1-loss record. 35 strikeouts with a 5.01 run average. And on the mound for the 25 and 15 Twins will be Kenta Maeda. You know, he only has 1 loss to his resume. It's a 4-1 record, 62 strikeouts, with a 1.57 run average, no ERA or periods. You guys are getting IZ News every 19 to 20 minutes. Once we get the start of things there. I already told you guys, tell me what happened earlier this morning, so I don't think I'm going to get into it again this afternoon. So on the mound for the 15 and 25 Tigers today, guys, will be Spencer Turnbull. Has a 2-5 1-loss record, right-handed thrower, starting pitching, and for 5.01 run average. And starting lineup for the 15 and 25 Tigers of the series every 1 to 2 days a week throughout this group. Leading off first will be center fielder Victor Reyes. Batting second, DH Nico Goodwin. At third base, batting third, Zamir Candelario. Francis Scope is batting fourth, with second baseman. Will Castle's at short, batting fifth. Cesar Cron, first baseman, back sixth. Harold Castro is batting seventh at left field. Will Bonifacio is at right, batting eighth. And batting ninth, doing the catching, is Jake Rogers. 22 out of thin ice a little bit. Jake Rogers has a stone calf, so he can still play, but he has a term of an injury. Well, Bonifacio will be out of the lineup as well throughout the group today, guys, in this late afternoon. So how is everyone doing this afternoon? If you guys are well, I just got back from just inside of my Subway family for a little while, and it's all good. So I just think it's one of the most surprising, but I spent time with the family for a while, and you know, instead of winging out in the cold the way I did before. But took care of a couple of few things and got straight out for PPO, and I think so we might be okay. Took care of a few things afterwards so far today, and we should be okay. You guys can see in the middle, starting pitcher for today for the 15 and 25 Tigers, with Spencer Turnbull. Ninth start of the career of the season in replay. Doesn't have not all too bad of a record, two wins and 5 losses, with a 5.01 run average. And leading off first for the Twins today, guys, will be Byron Buxton, 244 average. First pitch by, and that one's first ball, no strike. It's time to play ball and get as good as possible between any good-sized teams. And if this usually it's going to make up for Saturday, so you guys are only getting Madden 21 by then. So I'll probably just be live in the morning on Saturday. So, but other than that, guys, tomorrow and Wednesday. So long story from this morning. I'm not gonna get much into it right now, but it's all good. Makes it 2 balls, no strikes. Byron Buxton is batting 244. That's a sign down from the threats. 2-0. And that's going to be at the bottom. First strike, absolutely. Temperature in Stadium, guys, 45 degrees, clear skies. The temperature down here today in the state of Ohio is like 66, 64. And I decided to wear my shorts a little bit today. See how that's going to work out. That one's going to be fouled to right, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes between the total. Let's sign down a little bit. 2 ball from the threats. And that's going to be at home base, foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes in the middle. The middle between this location. To the left, 3-2. Up next back, guys, will be Luis Reyes, 269 average on deck. 3-2 by Turnbull from the threats, and that's a strikeout. First out for the Twins. First strikeout by Spencer Turnbull. But other than that, guys, since tomorrow's Tuesday, Tuesday morning, you guys will have another episode of MLB 20, and then Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I'm not sure, but you guys already understand what I'm doing for GameStop on this Wednesday. That was going to be a fly ball to right and makes a nice catch. Second out for the Twins. So I don't have to remind anything else right now. Maybe just a few things. But I do know my opponent's going to be coming with me. From what I messaged over the weekend. When I started to see by the name of Cindy, and got it taken care of, loosen up a little bit, and good to go. But it's going to be alright, good to go, keeps everything in control. Here's the pitch by Turnbull. Max Kepler is batting 246. At the bottom for a strike. Batting 246, 2 homers, 5 ribbies. Blackham's scoreboard was okay this morning. You know, I had to close the episode a little bit after 20 minutes, and okay. Picks up 1 ball. Turnbull from the threats. Whatever happens, down the road. That's a second strike. That's 71. Opponent only needs 229 supporters at the end of the year, hopefully. And that's going to be a fly ball to deep right center field. Looks it nice and makes a good catch. And the inning is over. But no big deal between theories, guys. To the bottom of the first inning, Game 1 Detroit, Tigers 0, and Tigers coming to bat. And on the mound for the 25 and 15 Twins, guys, there you guys can see. Kind of like a not bad of a name. By the name of Kenta Maeda. 9th start of the season, 4-1, 1-loss record, with a 1.57 run average, 34 hits, 16 walks, 62 strikeouts so far. With the basics. And leading off first for the Tigers will be Victor Reyes. 243, 6 homers, 10 ribbies. Also has the #1 highest of 8 stolen bases. Was pitched by Mater, bottom 1 strike. As far as Bell goes, she's at 61. 1-0 by 10. She's going to be in the chat. I don't know when she's going to be in the chat. I do know she's still been working 2 jobs back to back, and it all depends how the other stuff's going to go. But she's only at 39 away, guys. Has a 75% chance of getting 100 by then. 1-1. At the bottom, 1-2. It's a 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's see if I can bring Brother Mark in the chat, guys. He was going to stop by over the weekend, but, you know. Let's just message him to come in real quick, 2-2. And that one's going to be grounder called from first base. And that's the first out for the Tigers. Is anything with a good play range, guys? It's kind of like a range play or getting caught a little bit. Yeah, but it's going to be okay. Guys, we're getting news in another 8 to 9 minutes, every 19 to 20 minutes throughout this group. So running egg and 2 with chat. Love, respect, and support. As good as guys can. As the awesome commentator, I never set up between comments. Highest likes is 29. The top 2 of all time, guys, since the PS4. The same with Spider-Man Miles Morales for episode 4. 95 views and 113. 0-1. That's going to be foul ball to home base, second strike. IF1 will be with my punt tonight as we speak. No balls, 2 strikes. And that one's going to be 1-2. Well, let's see what happens at the after party tonight, guys. So, guys, let me know if you guys want a shout out throughout the group. And that one's going to be a ground ball center field. From second, throws to first. Out number 2 for the Tigers. I don't know if Brother Mark's coming in or not. We'll see. Batting third, guys, with Xavier Candelario. 248, 7 homers, 21 ribbies. That's a signed out, Mato from the Strats. And that'll be a strike. That's for games that's 3 runs batted in. Yeah, we do have a little more news for you guys since this morning. Get to that in a little bit. That'll be a fly ball to left center field. And that'll be a base hit. And that's a single for the Tigers. Well, a little bit of wise, like it's lonesome, guys, throughout the group. Okay, there we go, a little bit. Between one of my 2 fingers on my right hand. For a little, just a bit of strain for athleticism or anything. Here's a pitch by Mater. Brings up Jonathan Scope. Ribbies. Runner at first, but 2 outs. No balls, 1 strike. Gets a sign down. Sets the target. Mater from the Strats. And at the bottom, second strike. Yeah, I don't know if my Brother Mark's coming in or not. Last game was 1 for 4 with 2 ribbies. I do know for a fact there's only like a couple people that came in. And that's a strikeout. So that recorded, and the inning is over. So the Tigers leave 1 for the top of the second. Game 1 in Detroit. Tigers nothing and Twins nothing. Due up for the Twins. In the fourth batting position, number 22, Miguel Sano. Batting 140, 3 homers, 15 ribbies. With nothing bad or costly. Turnbull nods his head. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball center field. Let's get some second base. And that'll be a base hit. And that's a single for the Twins. It's like any team is looking to outsmart somebody. He gets a little inside or outside the reins. Up next to bat will be Josh Donaldson. 244, 6 homers, 15 ribbies. Run on first and 0 outs. Also wearing number 24 on the jersey. Gets a sign down. Pitched by Turnbull. And that one's going to be, guys, pop up to home base. And foul territory, that's going to be foul. Makes it a strike. Played by free agency the season. of any replay.
From the stretch.
One strike. And that's at the bottom, second strike. It's a 2 balls, 2 strikes, guys, throughout the group today. Of this late afternoon tonight. Yeah, I don't think it's going to come in. I'm not sure if his ass is busy or anything. I mean, I would be busy today too, but that's okay. And that's a strikeout. That's the first out for the Twins. Second strikeout by Spencer Turnbull. And runner Rojo at first. A little bit of a glance. I'm going to load up IGN real quick. I did give you guys some info this morning, so gives us a little bit more. And that's going to be a foul to left, 1 strike. Up next to bat, guys, will be Mitch Garver. 243, 6 homers, 11 ribbies. Runner at first with 1 out. And to the left, 1 ball, 1 strike. If the ball is outside the range, guys, and not inside the signal where the strike areas could be, you can't get there too quick. That one's going to be line drive center field, I think, as long as I call it. Makes the catch. Out number 2 for the Twins. You guys, I'm going to load up IGN real quick. I haven't seen anybody come in this morning, I would assume. That'll bring up Eddie Rosario, 2 for 35, 6 homers, 21 ribbies. Runner at first with just 2 outs. And foul ball to home. 1 strike. Last 3 games, guys, has 4 RBIs. And foul ball to home base again. 2nd strike so far. Gets signed down. Turnbull from the stretch. And same spot again for the 3rd time. Makes it no balls, 2 strikes in total. And this time a little bit different. Still the 2nd strike for so. 0-2. As you guys may know, I didn't watch any. I for one did not watch any previews for AEW Revolution. I have heard the main event was not doing so good. Between what do you call the exploding barbed wire death match for the AEW World Title. So I've heard that was okay, but the pay-per-view was alright. Same spot, foul ball to home base, 1 ball, 2 strikes. But it's all good. And same spot, 1 and 2. Only by lonesome. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 and 2 this time. Makes it 2 balls, 2 strikes in attack, guys. I'm going to scroll a little more down real quick. See how it's going to have not bad of an influence. 2 and 2. Same spot again. 2 balls, 2 strikes again, guys. Holy cow. And that's a good strikeout. Showdown recorded and the inning is over. Twins leave up 1. To the bottom of the 2nd. Game 1 at Detroit. Twins nothing, Tigers nothing. And due up to bat next for the Tigers will be Will Castro. 181, 4 homers, 7 ribbies. I just had to think of a quick stat sheet. You have an option to the right, 1 ball, no strike. I haven't seen anybody in the chat yet, guys. Not since we did Man 21 last night. After I got off of 5, so had a little more good help from a new stockman, and even though it was a little more busy, hanged in there. 1 and 1. To the left, 2 balls, 1 strike. It's a little inside the system. Almost at the 19-minute mark. Once we get to some news, to clarify, 2 and 1. 2 balls, 1 strike from the stretch. And to the right, 2 and 2. That's a 2 balls, 1 strike. And that one's going to be, guys, that's going to be a fly out to left. Gets under it, makes the catch defensively. First out for the Tigers. Put it inside the speed. Gets a little.
The Twins on defense.
Oh, okay, guys, we're gonna get to some news. I think we're at the 19-minute mark, I would assume. You guys can vote. You guys can follow me on Twitter, like, support, comment throughout the group. The Running Egg and Tuba Chat anytime you guys like. Z's capitalized, Z's capitalized between And then the rest of that, guys, as King, seems like Cron's batting 175, 3 homers, 7 ribbies. The numbers are always the same, guys. 824-656-00. 824-656-00. You guys can also have a shout-out if you'd like, as we speak. Makes it 2 balls, no strike. But that's the best way we can have it, guys. Is I would have love, support, and respect throughout the group. From any host that's part of anything. Make it 3 balls, no strike. Up next to bat is Harold Castro, 242 Abbots. He's on deck. And you guys can also give me your first last name information through Twitter. Anytime you guys have a chance. Nothing hard to find as King. And I know if you guys do have a Twitter, you guys have a Discord. So request me on Discord, tell me you guys said hello, and anything you guys want to talk about this week, 3-1. We'll try to get there as good as we can today. If the foul to right, 3-2. 3-2. Maeda nods his head. And that one's going to be a call from second base, straight ahead. And that's a second out for the Tigers. But other than that, guys, to wrap this group, that'll bring up Harold Castro. 242, 4 homers, 9 ribbies. And normally, guys, to wrap this group with love, support, and respect, we watch videos in full. We like in full, support in full, comment in full, tweet it out, add it to a playlist, and never ask for support back in between. Your ball's 1 strike. And that's going to be a foul to left. Second strike. Now Castle's batting 242, guys. And you guys can also vote Alan at 32, Great Sullivan at 13. We had a couple votes from you guys today. That'd be good. See how that's going to work out. And that's going to be a grounder to second. And that'll be a base hit. And that's a single for the Tigers. Alright, guys, we're going to get to some news in just a moment. Got about 4 likes this time. Wait, hold up, guys. Oh, never mind, guys. But other than that, guys, if you guys have any other questions, let me know throughout the group. Up next to bat, number 8 batter, guys, Jacoby Jones. 200 Abbots, 5 homers, 10 ribbies. Run on first with just 2 outs. Okay, guys, 4 hours ago, this article tells how your Pokemon cards are worth money. Let me double check that one real quick. Here's the pitch by Maeda. Closer to the right, 1 strike. Once begins, has an average of 375, 3 for 8. And that's according to Joshua Getty. Quite a little bit simple. With number 18 on the jersey, between good even number a little bit to explain. The ball's 1 strike. And that one's going to be a grounder to third. Picks it up, throws to second base, and the inning is over. Does it get a little more productive? Tigers leave 1 for the top of the third. Game 1 at Detroit. Twins nothing, and the Tigers nothing. Coming to back next for the Twins, guys. Number 60, defensive DH, Jake Cave. Last 9 games, guys, 12 for 32 with an average of 375. Hey, what's up, Brother Mark? Thank goodness somebody comes in to chat throughout this group, guys. About damn time, finally. Pitch by Turnbull. That's going to be a foul to left, 1 strike. Second place, guys, with an average of 267. A little long story from this morning, guys. I don't want to get into it again. That's going to be a grounder to third. Picks it up. Throws the first in time. First out for the Twins. But how are you today, brother? How was your weekend? Last batting position, guys, will be Jorge Polanco. 240, 206, 5 homers, 13 ribbies. My Quicksilver doesn't matter in one division. Now that's a little bit of a tricky question, guys. So let me double check that. As long as it's not crunchy. They have some good spoilers. I have one. I'm not going to read that. Signed out of Dominican Republic. And that's going to be foul to right. Second strike. No balls, 2 strikes from the stretch. And that's going to be a strikeout. Picks it up, throws the first. Out number 2 for the Twins. But strikeout by Spencer Turnbull. Back to the lineup, guys. Here comes Byron Buxton. 0 for 1 for strikeout his first time in the ball game. Sign down, Turnbull from the Threats. 11 I are doing good, by the way, guys. Her and I haven't increased our streak. Her and I have now been together, guys, 1,338 days so far. Highest of all time as a young couple out here. To the left, second strike. Makes it 2 ball, no balls, 2 strikes. Turnbull dives his head from the Threats. And big strikeout. 3 outs in total. And the inning is over. Somebody gets a good smile between the elevation, guys. Game 1 in Detroit. Go to bottom of the 3rd inning. Twins nothing. Tigers nothing. Leading off next for the Tigers. Batting 9th, guys. Austin Romine. 111 average. Okay, guys, back to the news. Nintendo Switch, Mario Red, and Blue Edition. As you guys can see, they're back in stock finally. Here's the pitch by Maeda. I still have my Switch in the back, but I haven't messed with it yet. Got to check them out on Amazon, Best Buy, Target, and I think GameStop too. This GameStop's going to be headlined Wednesday in the afternoon. And makes the catch the foul territory to the right. 1 out for the Tigers. Back to the lineup. Here comes Victor Reyes. 0 for 1 for line out his first time. So anything interesting today, brother? Anything interesting? At the bottom right, 1 strike.
No balls and 1 strike.
You guys let me know if you guys want to shout out in the group, so we can try to not masturbate. 0-1. I'm gonna get back to news in just a quick moment. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1. Okay, guys. Marvel's Avengers developer provides XP progressive changes. Its fans remain unconvinced. I'm guessing some of them might be a little too surprised, guys. Maybe double check that. 1 and 2. To left, 2 and 2. No, that's a long article. According to Matt T. Kim. To the left, 3 and 2. Up next to back, guys, Nico Goodwin. 257 average. He's on deck. He balls 2 strikes. And that's going to be a foul at home. 3 and 2. Get back to news in a second. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that's going to be called from second base. Maybe the 2nd time already. 2nd out for the Tigers. And back to the lineup. Here comes Nico Goodwin. 0 for 1 for grounder in the 1st. I'm going to check out a video of the Elder Scrolls Online. As it's called The Flames and Ben Bisson. That's going to be a gameplay trailer there. A new Justice League, Snyder Cut reveals more Nightmare, Joker, Deathstroke, and Flash. I think it would also acquire... I mean, if I would inquire, guys, I might have a little something interesting behind the field. And that was recently discussed at IGN's Fan Fest a little bit. I want him I'm still not watching the movie, to be honest. But it may have a good review. 2 balls, 1 strike. But it all depends what you guys think throughout the group. That's 2 and 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Maeda from the Threats. And foul to left, 2 and 2. We also have a couple other videos for you guys so far today, as we speak. And at the bottom, 3 and 2. Gets a sign down. Maeda from the Threats. Here's the pitch, 3 and 2. And that's going to be fly to center. Gets onto its target defensively, makes the catch, and the inning is over. We played 3 innings today, guys. Game 1 in Detroit. To the top of the 4th. Tigers nothing, Twins nothing. Leading off for the Twins, guys, will be Luis Reyes, number 2, on his jersey. 0 for 1 for fly out his first time. Guys, to check out the 2-point Hospital Jumbo Edition of a console launch trailer. You guys can look at something a bit exciting. You guys are anything energetic. That's going to be a ground ball to right. And that'll be a base hit. And that's a single for the Twins. I'm going to go ahead and send a message real quick in the live chat for a minute. Keep sharing it out, tweeting it out, guys. Get about 4 likes. Keep going. Pitch by Turnbull. That one's going to be a pop up to left. And that will get down. And that's a base hit. And that's a single for the Twins. Okay, there we go. Set up message right there. See how that's not going to prevent. I'm not sure if Brother Mark can hear me. I don't know if he's doing a little sum or anything. I guess to check out a video of the esports moment that changed fighting games forever. Ooh. A little something to jump in. Pitch by Turnbull. Bottom, one strike. Brings out Miguel Sano, 1-for-1 for single in the second. First and second, nobody out. Gets the sign down a little bit from the stretch. A pitch by Turnbull. That's going to be a foul at home. Second strike. It's an average of 139 with an RISP. I still have no clue what that stands for, guys. Foul at home. Keep that at 0-2. A little bit of booger. I'll take care of that in a second here. After this pitch comes alive. And that one's going to be a fireball to right center field. We're going to get a bit deep and makes a pretty good catch. First out for the Twins. Runner second looking to go to third. And he does go to third. And runner will hold it first. Between the few things. Okay, guys, back to the news. Alright, good. So what's you been up to late, early tonight, brother? Anything? Here comes Josh Donaldson. 0-for-1 for strikeout in second. First and third with one out. Here's the pitch by Turnbull from the stretch. That's going to be a foul to right, one strike. So you guys should see, Nintendo can't repair some 70s 3DS models. It's because it's running out of spare parts. Let's see what that crap's all about real quick. And that's going to be a foul to left, second strike. The ball's 2 strikes and 10 from the stretch. And that's a good strikeout. Out number 2 for the Twins. 6 strikeout for Spencer Turnbull. That's according to Leslie LeBlanc. I haven't played a new DS model for a long time, so I thought I'm not going to invest on that set for any time being. That's why I still have a switch behind me, one of the cubbies. To left, 1 ball, no strike. Picks up the bat, Mid-Scarver. Slow on second, 0-for-1. Runner first and third base with 2 outs.
1-0, here it is.
Up top, 1 strike. This integration developer, guys, V1 Interactive, finally shuts down. Ooh. And we get a little inside the gate. That's going to be a fly ball to right center field, maybe deep. And makes a pretty good catch defensively. Side is retired. Let's go to Rebecca Valentine, no thanks. No thanks. Go to bottom of the 4th, game 1 in Detroit. Twins nothing, and the Tigers nothing. Doo-wop to bat for the Tigers. Batting third will be Zamir Candelario. Singled his first time, 1-for-1. Okay, you guys look at the art of superhero action scene in 3 acts. But I don't know if that's going to be challenging. That's an inside scoop. New ball's 1 strike. And that's going to be foul to home base, second strike. Back to news, guys. Deborah Snyder and Kiki Wolfkill have already been in talks in a conversation. When we get a little inside scoop, that's according to Lucy O'Brien. And up top to the right a little bit, 1 and 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 and 2. And foul to home base, 1 and 2. Keeps it stay at 1 and 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that one's going to be the same spot again, 1 and 2.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here.
Trying to not increase a lot of speed, but gets a little bit slow and normal. 2 and 2 at the bottom. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I'm going to check out the brand new sale on Nintendo Switch games on Amazon. Might be a little some interesting you guys can get. Up next to bat, Johnson Scope. 199, 9 homers, 21 ribbies. He's on deck. That's a look at all Animal Crossing Sanrio items that they've spotted so far. 3 and 2. And that's going to be a foul to left, 3-2.
It'll be the 10th pitch of this
Guys, to look at round 1 winners revealed for Super Movie Madness. Let me see that. And same spot again, 3-2.
You can visibly see the body language.
Doesn't get much clearer than it should be overall, guys.
6 foul balls past the
And that's ball 4. First walk by Cantameda.
put him away.
As he walks Sameo Candelario for the 15 and 25 Tigers today.
And that at bat will put a smile on
Holy
any
cow,
hitter's
guys.
face. The pitch
Really upsets, and that's according to a different employer at a 250 in ICN. So
is off to a good start.
here comes Jonathan Scope.
Carrying the sticks.
0 for 1 for strikeout his first time.
Here's Jonathan
Runner at
Scope
first
now.
with nobody out.
Strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he
Here's some good news if you guys if any of you in the chat today,
if you're staring
if you guys have not gotten your own PS5 to spend some good cash on,
a little bit
you
hard.
guys will have an opportunity. Its target is restocking PS5s this week.
No
That's according to
runs,
Seth
no hits,
Macy.
and no errors in the ball
Guys will
game.
have a little more of a chance. 1 ball, 1 strike, made up from the threats. And at the bottom, 1 and 2.
Behind 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2
So
strikes.
far in this game,
So good
he's
luck
the
with
only
that.
guy in the
One
lineup
last
that's
article,
gone
guys.
down
Guys
on
can check out an
strikes.
early look at this new Science Fantasy Many Flags TRPG. And that's a strikeout. 1 out for the Tigers. Second strikeout by Cantameda.
Trained the hitter's eyes.
Runner will hold at first. A little more research and keeps a little bit satisfying. As it has about obviously 72 images. This will have a little bit inside of it. Up next to bat is Will Castro. 0 for 1 for flowing down to second. To left, 1 ball, no strike. Runner at first with 1 out. You guys can see yourselves entertaining and news. Guys, we'll get more news tomorrow morning with another episode of MLB 20 by tomorrow in the morning. And foul ball to home base, 1 ball, 1 strike. I did look at my watch some guys, it's not all too good. It always says I have about only 98 minutes, guys. When the first time I checked it, it was like I was at 5.9 or 6.0 this earlier today. And now it says it has I think it's kind of like a glitch or something. That would be my guess. That's going to be a ground to the second, throws to second base, and that's a single. Single for the Tigers, runner would go to second, and that's scored as an E6. Okay, 1 dislike, that's okay. So count as watch time. That's fine, that's fine. Here comes CJ Cron, 0 for 1. First and second with 1 out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you
At the bottom, 1 ball, no strike. That's an average of 133 with RISP.
jog back to the dugout. That can get
Trying to see if my brother Mark can hear me speak or anything. 2 balls, no strike. Yeah, I don't know if my brother Mark can hear me or not, guys. That's what I'm trying to figure out a little bit. I'm not sure if there's anything that's gossiped or anything different. 2-0. And that's going to be a foul to home base. 2 balls, 1 strike.
last 2 pitches back to back off.
Anybody's looking to sit tight a little bit.
He could pretty much do anything he wants right here.
2-1. And that's going to be a pop-up to right, back from first base. That'll be a rule to the M5 rule, and that's the second out for the Tigers. Runners were held first and second. In the 7th batting possession, here comes Harold Castro. Singled in the second, 1 for 1. First and second, 2 outs. See how that qualifies for my brother Mark here. So they were making history, that's nice. That's 1 strike. And up top, 1-1. Cantamenda's only given up 1 walk today, guys. 1 ball, 1 strike, made up from threats. And that's going to be called from second base, a little bit clearer, and the inning is over. We're gonna top of the 5th inning. Game 1, Detroit. Twins nothing, Tigers nothing. Could be absolutely anything, but we should be okay.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to
As 1 minute to go, guys, from IGN on YouTube. Guys, for round 2 to help decide the greatest hero movie of all time. You have to check out the full bracket on IGN.com/articles for it. Like, what are the questions, guys? Which of the following two you guys think will advance in round 2? Black Panther or Guardians of the Galaxy? I think I'm going to go with the obvious one, guys, for Chadwick Bronson. Go with Black Panther. But basically, right now the voting is Guardians of the Galaxy, favoring it a 64% chance. I mean, I usually like a little more between the two. But anything that's, according to honest opinion, it's between a couple of different things. No balls, no strike. And that's going to be fouled at home base, 1-1. Get about 4 likes, 1 dislike, guys. Keep it on the left side. Thumbs up in the chat. That's going to be a pop-up to left. Foul territory on the left field. Makes the catch, close to the stands, first out for the Twins. Up next to bat with Jake Cave. 0 for 1 for grounder in the third. Yankees 5, Rays 1 in Tampa. Gets a sign down. Turn ball from the stretch. Rangers 4, Blue Jays 2 in Texas. And that one's going to be field and makes a really good catch. Second out for the Twins. That'll bring up Jorge Polanco, guys. 0 for 1 with strikeout in the third. Astros 3, Padres, actually Royals nothing, in Houston. I just had to qualify for a different team in the ticker a little bit. That one's going to be foul to the right, 1 strike. Has been an entire career for 6 years. For anything that's impressive for any player that has been a team for a long time for his own career. Give it instant to the right, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike in total. 1 ball, 1 strike from the stretch. And that's going to be a foul to home, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Red 7, Marlins 1 in Cincinnati. And that's going to be a ground ball to first. Gets to first base safely, and the inning is over.
Twins are set down 1-2-3.
We go to bottom of the 5th. Game 1 Detroit, Twins 0, and the Tigers nothing.
Welcome back for the bottom
Shout out to my sister twice. You guys go let me know if you guys want a shout out in the group. The running egg and tuba chat, if you guys like. But good shout out to my sister twice. I love you, girl. Keep up good work, and we should be okay between the history books. Mets 5, D-backs 4 in Arizona. I do know my sister Terry looked at my video this morning, tweeted it out, we sent it on Twitter. Here comes Jacoby Jones. 0 for 1 for grounder in the second. But I think we might be alright. Just sign down a little bit by Maeda. 1 strike at the middle. Come the 3-round pick in the 2013 draft.
You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher.
Any players looking to be lucky a little bit more and try to get a bit impressive, look sharp and normal. And that's going to be foul to right. Get a nice phone. That's not bad. The King is not getting a new phone yet, guys. Till I get the other part between TAX a little bit. So see how that's going to clarify. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Maeda from the stretch. Maeda will be soon, and that's a strikeout. 1 out for the Tigers. So it's strikeout by Kenta Maeda. Little inside glimpse and, you know, it's a little direction. The Bell 61, my Puddin, Honda 71. So by 10. That'll bring up Austin Romine. Popped out in the third, 0 for 1. Little Whop is set aside the middle, guys. Keeps it at 1 strike.
After a pop out in foul territory his first time through.
Also 2 for 19 of the season.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
And that one's going to be called from first base. Second out for the Tigers. It did look like a nice hit between the bottom and a little bit of average. Back to the lineup, here comes Victor Reyes. Right down the third, he's 0 for 2. An unexpected title match taking place tonight on Raw. Ooh. I think I know it could be one of 2 things, guys. I think it might be for the United States title or something. That'd be my guess. But we'll see what happens so far tonight between on the USA Network. I think Leon's gonna be watching that. I think. I do not think he. I do not think, guys, in the chat. That, I'm not sure if he watched it last night. I mean, the main event, like 255, 3 balls, 1 strike. We'll look at that set in a minute. That's gonna be a foul ball to left, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Maeda from the stretch. And foul to home, 3-2. But I'll look at it when I get a chance. That's going to be ball 4, second walk by Maeda. As he walks Victor Reyes for the 15 and 25 Tigers. Cantomeda's given up 2 walks so far tonight. Yeah, I'll probably just look inside or outside the secret. Then I'll bring up next to bat, Nico Goodwin. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. Run on first with 2 outs. If anyone has a possibility of like anything offensively. Up top, 1 ball, no strike. Became third place in the American League with 13 doubles. So get about 4 likes, 1 dislike. I don't even give a crap who's trying to start something throughout the group. It's only himself or herself a little bit. 1 ball, no strike. And up top again, 2 balls, no strike. Nico Gomes 0 for 2. When it gets a little up top, guys, you can't hit that much. A little bit quick or slow. We also have another round of round 2 matchup, guys. In the upper left, 3-0. Up next to bat, Zamir Candelario. 253, 7 home runs, 21 RBIs driven in. That would be events endgame for Marvel Avengers. That's a tough one. At the bottom, 3-1. I mean, well, I know I've seen the very first one. I didn't see a lot of Endgame, but it does take place after what happened with the third one. 3-1. But it all depends. That's going to be a foul ball to left, 3-2. So I'm going to go with Avengers Endgame. 84% of the vote. Very nice to have a blowout advantage. And up top again, guys. To the left, another walk. Walk number 3 by Kenta Maeda. You don't see that a whole lot, guys, throughout the group tonight. And in that case, not as much. As the manager for the 25 and 15 Twins, so we're gonna see if it's okay. Up next to bat will be Zamir Candelario, number 46, singled his first time, 1 for 1. First and second with 2 outs. That's by Maeda. There you go. To the left, 1 strike. And the bullpen for the 25 and 15 Twins is left-hander Devin Smaltzer. No balls, 1 strike. Gets a sign down. Maeda from the stretch. And that's going to be a fireball to mid-center. We're going to get 5 innings tonight, guys. Game 1 in Detroit. Go to top of the 6th. Tigers nothing. Twins nothing. From the stretch, here's the pitch by Turnbull. And that'll be a foul to left, 1 strike. Last game was 2 for 5 with a 2-run homer. To the left, second strike. Ooh. Then the call emergency, or IM between 2 letters. Orioles 3, Indians 1 in Baltimore. Not much better. No balls, 2 strikes from the stretch. And that's going to be a foul to left, 2, second strike. Yankees 5, Rays 4 in Tampa. And that's a strikeout. 1 out for the Twins. Strikeout number 7 by Spencer Turnbull. Rangers 4, Blue Jays 2 in Texas. Astros 4, Royals nothing in Houston. I'll look at the title match to see what we have for Raw tonight. Actually, it's the WWE Championship. I'm sorry. It's a rematch from last week, guys. If you guys can recall. I'll probably look at it in just a moment. At least it's not the United States Championship between Riddle and somebody else. That's going to be a ground ball to left, and that's a base hit. Single for the Twins. And yeah, guys, there's actually a rematch for the WWE Championship. As tonight is Bobby Lashley against first title defense against The Miz. I don't think The Miz is going to get his title back. I think Bobby Lashley is going to hold on to WrestleMania, and McIntyre will be challenging him by then. So it'd be too early for Lashley to lose the title, I would assume. And Chicago. Can we get a little more of the loading? There we go. Get a little inside of it. So I don't think that championship rematch for the WWE title is a surprise to me. 1-1. I mean, I would expect Lashley to retain. I don't see The Miz winning it back, to be honest. 1-2. And that's going to be a ground ball to left center field. A little bit fair. And that'll be a base hit. Single for the Twins.
It's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside.
Let's see. Yellen's still in that book. Looking inside a little bit of speed. First and second, 1 out. Gonna bring up Miguel Sano up top, 1 strike. 1 for 2 for single in the second inning. First and second with 1 out. Gets a sign down. Turnbull nods his head with 1 strike. To left, second strike. So now it's a 135 with RISP. Tries to get a bit intensive and respectful a little bit. 0-2. 1-2 at the bottom.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
A little bit to carry, but keeps the normal distance. And it does. End of the question. And that one's going to be a pop-up to home base. That's foul. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Same spot, foul to left. 1-2. And that's going to be a ground ball center field. Shot to the gap. And with that one, guys, it's going to be an RBI single. An RBI single, strikes first, 1-0 Twins. First and third, 1 out. Game 1 in Detroit. Look at a little shot at the gap, guys. But something to carry momentum a little bit. Here comes Josh Donaldson, number 24. Struck out twice, 0 for 2. 1-0 Twins, top of the 6th. First and third, 1 out. Game 1 in Detroit. I've also sent an invite for my point real quick before it gets off in 15 minutes. So we can get there a little bit. Here's the pitch by Turnbull to the left, 1 strike. That's an average of 97 with RISP. I still don't know what kind of crap that could be between 4 letters, but it can mean. I think one of the letters could be right. The pitch or something. Second strike. But that would be just a guess for the letter I a little bit. But it all depends. 0-2. 1-2 at the bottom. That sounds as 0 for 2. That pitch was 85 miles per hour. Excuse me. I also did get a little more of a haircut over the weekend since Sunday, and one of my peers recently got it out for me. It doesn't look too bad. That's going to be a ground ball to third. And that is also, guys, going to be an RBI single. And it's now 2-0 Twins, top of the 6th. First and second, 1 out. Game 1 in Detroit, guys. Gets a little extra intensity and gets a nice speed. 2-0 Twins, top of the 6th. First and second, 1 out. Game 1 in Detroit. It's the pitch by Turnbull. The bottom, 1 strike. That'll be mid-skyver. 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. First and second, 1 out. Sign down again with 1 strike.
fouled away.
That's going to be a foul to home base, second strike.
Still only one out in the
So now it's a 160 with RISP. I think one of them might be left or right.
And a
1 and 2 at the bottom.
He lays off it for a ball.
Not so sure if it's a little bit of intensity or something like that. I would think. 1 and 2.
Swing
And that's a strikeout.
dodge a major
Out number
ball
2 for the
that
Twins.
two away.
Well, his struggles
Runners were held
continue.
first and second.
It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and
I would have looked something up real quick too,
it's clear to me
if
that his
PPO
rhythm and
covered it.
they're just all off.
If I don't get a damn point or anything. Let me double check that.
So now to the plate.
Pitch by Turnbull to the right, 1 and 0. Brings up Eddie Rosario. Struck out, popped out, 0 for 2. And that one's going to be a foul to right, 1 and 1. Okay, there we go. Has an average of 400 RISP. And that's a second strike. Yeah, I would have looked some of that real quick between health plans. 1 and 2 from the stretch. One ball, 2 strikes, and that's a foul to home. 1 and 2.
Yeah, you could tell.
Not so sure if that was one of the plans or anything, but I'll look at that was just a little bit later. 2 and 2.
And he lays off it to even the count 2 and 2.
Don't be surprised.
Number 20 on his jersey makes it 2 balls, 2 strikes in a 10. Between 90%.
Exactly the same way.
2 and 2. 3 and 2. Up next to bat with Jake Cave, 263, 4 homers, 12 ribbies. He is on deck.
Wouldn't you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches? You're more
Don't worry about the blue screen, guys.
or at least force him out of the game.
It did a little bit this morning. Ball 4, first walk by Spencer Turnbull. As he walks.
Find yourself in a hole. The first thing you should do is stop.
Eddie Rosario for the 25 and 15 Twins today. Gets to carry a little bit more. And there'll be a different pitcher coming in. Coming in not to mess around a little bit. As it will be coming in. Coming in as we speak. Here comes the manager for the 15 and 25 Twins. Not sounding good, but not happy. Coming to the mound. And it'll be up for Spencer Turnbull. Spencer Turnbull had about 8 or 9 strikeouts. So, may have to give a little bit of recovery for him. But he did have some good plays for the strikes. So, on the mound for the 15-25 Tigers will be Joe Jimenez. 8th game appearance of a 2-1-3 earned average, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Jake Cave's 0 for 2. It's pitched by Jimenez at the bottom, 1 strike. Record between Cave and Jimenez guys, 2 for 6, average of 333 with a homer. 0 and 1. And that was going to be a grounder to second. Picks it up and throws to first base in time. Side is retired. Buckets D for done, guys. Go to bottom of the 6th inning. Game 1 of the Twins. Twins 2 and Tigers 0. Leading up for the Tigers with Johnson Scope. Struck out twice, he's 0 for 2. 15 and 25 Tigers, we're going to rebound a little bit. So some offense. Get a little bit inside or outside together. Any team still have some fortunate to have and something to organize. Sign down, the pitch by Maeda. And at the close to the bottom, 1 strike. First place with 9 homers. 0 and 1. And that's going to be foul to home. Second strike. Can't get through too quick, guys, if it's close to the bottom. 0 and 2. And at the bottom, another strikeout. 1 out for the Twins. Tigers, excuse me. Strikeout number 4 by Ken Maeda. Yankees 5, Rays 4 in Tampa. Give a little something between one of my fingers with the thumb. Okay, there we go. That'll bring up Will Castro. Flown out, restart an error, 0 for 2. Yeah, I think my pun's gonna get a nap in after she gets done, get off work in another 10 minutes, guys. I think so. Well, let's see what happens during the after party today. And to the upper left, 1 strike.
Bases are
Your ball mark is already good at Sesson. 1-1, 1 ball, 1 strike. And that'll be a ground ball to the mound. Picks it up and throws it away. That's a single. And that'll be scored as an E1.
Much worse for the first baseman here. He goes
It's like no team should make a mistake, guys, if any team hits down below or having maybe a couple runs lead or something.
lucky he didn't get taken out right here.
It cannot make any mistakes, but you can't get there much quick or make anything terrible happen.
So it's a runner at
It'll bring up
first as the
CJ Cron.
resulting throwing
Lined out, popped out,
and
0
set
for
to go
2.
is the veteran first baseman, CJ Cron.
Reds 9, Marlins 3 in Cincinnati. Run on first with 1 out. Y'all look up that one
Has a look, now
thing
the pitch.
later. And the ball is low, runner will hold at first, that's ball 1.
And no advance, it's ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen, couple of right-handers starting to loosen up.
Come a little something smart. In the bullpen for the 25-15 Twins, we got Sergio Romo and Tyler Clippard. Went out first with 1 out. 1-0 from the Struts. To the right, 2-0. Mets 6, D-backs 4 in Arizona.
Like to see him be looking to the
It's a
opposite
2 balls,
field
no
with this
strike.
next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Wisses gets close to mind chaos. Wow. To the right, 1 strike. A little bit of a sign between a couple of lists and keeps a little inside of a different direction. 2-1 by Maeda from the Struts. And at the bottom, 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. If anybody or inside in the stadium, we're gonna march right on in a little bit. 3-1. To left, ball 4. Another walk by Maeda. It's this time in the attack today, guys, as he walks. CJ Cron for the 50 and 25 Tigers today.
Just need a big hit now.
Holy cow. Up next to bat, we Harold Castro. 1 for 2 for single in the second. First and second with 1 out. Gets a sign down. Maeda from the Struts. To the right, 1 ball, no strike. It's like anybody's looking to leave it out of his hands to try to make a good ball to throw. To left, 2 balls, no strike. But any pitcher may have a hard time trying to get the ball inside the strike zone or somewhere inside of the zone a little bit. 2 balls, no strikes. Maeda from the Struts. And here's the pitch. To the upper right, a little bit better. 2 balls, 1 strike. I do better than 3 views, buddy, but thank you so much. And that's going to be to the left, and that looked like a nice hit. That's foul to left. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. At the bottom, ball is low, and runners will hold first and second. That's ball 3-2. Up next to bat, Jacoby Jones. He's on deck. Thumbs up in the tech, guys, throughout the group. And that's going to be ball 4 again. Another walk by Maeda. As Maeda walks. Any pitcher's having a big trouble having a terrible damn day and not getting the strikes he wants that much. Here comes the manager for the 25-15 Twins coming to the mound. As today, guys, it's been a bad day for Kenta Maeda. I think he's given up 5 or 6 walks, maybe just 5 at least as an odd number. But, you know, he tried to play his best a little bit. But he gets the support he has. So on the mound for the 25-15 Twins will be Tyler Clippard. 14th game appearance. 2-0 1 loss record. With a 47 around average. 7 walks, 20 strikeouts. And due off the bat will be Jacoby Jones. Struck out, grounded out, 0 for 2. Bases loaded, first, second, and third, with 1 out. First pitch by Clippard. And at the bottom, 1 ball, no strike. You cannot swing at the bottom if anybody's looking to bat it in a little bit more.
It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in.
Want to keep it a little more certain, guys. That's where you want to have it. At the bottom, 2 balls, no strike. And the pitcher should not be able to have a costly mistake if anybody's looking to swing something good out of it. That's what any batter's looking to have at any moment for it. For anything. 2 balls, no strike. And out to the right, and that is ball 3. Up next to bat, and that'll be up next to bat, guys. 3 balls, no strike. Clippard from the stretch. And that's ball 4. That's a walk-off RBI, guys. That's what it means. And it's now 2-1 Twins. Bottom of 6, bases loaded with 1 out. Anybody's looking to anybody on their faces is a little bit sucked. Has another walk. Here comes Austin Romine, over 2 for pop out and a line out. 2-1 Twins. Bottom of 6, bases loaded with 1 out. Game 1 in Detroit. It's quite a free agency in 2019. So I got the bases loaded, guys. That can happen 50-50 a little bit. That's going to be a grounded to third. Gets it to second, and that'll be the first out for the Tigers. And it's now 2-2 apiece. Bottom of 6. The score is an E5. Game 1 in Detroit with 1 out, guys. Wow. Comes Victor Reyes, over 2 for walking the 5th. 2-2 apiece. Bottom of 6, 1 out. Bases loaded. In Game 1 in Detroit, guys. Wow. Any team's looking to have a turnaround after this mess. That's an average of 176 with RISP.
We've seen him in jams like this.
When it was any team can come back and swallow a little bit of blood to cut something apart.
He's thinking more about that than the task at hand, which is
that's what can really happen, guys, between any sport you have. And at the bottom, second strike. Makes it no balls, 2 strikes so far tonight. Well, you know what they say, guys, nothing's final, especially if they say is that your final answer. That would be the last answer that somebody would give. But I'm pretty sure it should be starting something between 90 to 95% of the time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that's going to be foul to left, 1 and 2. Gets a little more of a stick. We can't get there too quick, guys, if it's way to the bottom angles. And that one's going to be a strikeout. Second out for the Tigers. First strikeout by Tyler Clippard. Bases will say first, second, and third.
as a hitter, when you fall behind in the count 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers
anything between the two guys. Oh my goodness. Up next to bat, Benico Goodwin, 0 for 2 for walking the 5th. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Game 1 in Detroit. Oh my goodness. It's a 1 strike. Clipper from Stretz. Up top, 1 ball, 1 strike. It's an average of 333 with RISP. Sides get a little bit shorter. But gets a bit of an intensity with normality. A little bit. And that was going to be a ground ball center field. Gets a little something out of the gap. And that, guys, will be a 2 RBI single. Off the gap. Look at that, guys. And it's now 4-2 Tigers. Game 1 in Detroit, guys. With 2 outs. Look at that, guys. Oh my goodness. Gets something to outsmart it. Up next to bat is Emil Candelario. First and second, 1 for 2 for single in the first inning. Up top, 1 ball, no strike. First and second, 2 outs, 4-2 Tigers. Game 1 in Detroit. Any team is looking to have a menacing coming from behind, gets a little more of a turnaround that has something clear. And at the bottom, 2 balls, no strike. Cleveland's giving up 1 walk. It's an average of 371 with RISP. Gets something more, a little more to clarify too. Because it has a little something to get something in the mix. And that one's going to be ball 3 at 3-0 already. Coming back next with Johnson Scope, 196, 9 homers, 21 ribbies. He's on deck. 3 balls, no strike. Clippard from the Strats. And that's going to be a fly out to right, I would assume. And it well makes the catch. Side is retired. Holy cow, guys. Anything on that. Go to top of the 7th. Game 1, Detroit, guys. Tigers 4, Twins 2. Coming to bat for the Twins. Hoya Polanco struck out, grounded out, 0 for 2. It's like any pitcher from any team, guys, in real life on baseball gives out maybe like 4, 5, maybe 6 walks. That's where a pitcher is not having its good day for its good deed. Needs to show something with more strikes instead of having more walks a little bit. The pitch by Jimenez, 1 strike. And up top, 1 ball, 1 strike. That's what really has to happen between or somebody to think about, too. Whatever you're jumping in with. That's going to be a foul to left, 1 and 2.
But this will be a foul ball.
But it cannot measure a whole lot, though. 1 and 2. And foul to home base, 1 and 2. And that's a strikeout. 1 out for the Twins. As long as any pitcher or batter performance is going to do something good and creative. Astros 4, Royals nothing in Houston against Byron Buxton. He's 0 for 3 to the left, 1 strike. With a strikeout in the 6th inning. My point already got off a couple minutes ago, guys. The rest might be real tired already. But we did get a hold of each other a couple times as we speak. That's going to be fly out to left. Makes the catch directly. 2nd out for the Twins. My points now officially off the next couple of days. The same between those 2 days I have. Becomes Luis Arias. Had a run, 2 singles, 2 for 3. Gets a sign down. Pitch by Jimenez. The bottom, 1 strike. Makes it no balls, 1 strike, and tap. Throughout the group tonight, the running egg and tuba tap. That's going to be a fly ball to left. Makes the catch, makes progress, makes anything happen. Sardis retired. Game 1 in Detroit. Go to bottom of the 7th. Tigers 4, Twins 2. And sorting the mess out, guys, on the mound for the 25 and 15 Twins will be Sergio Romo. 15th game appearance, 1-0 record, 8 holds, with 7-1-1 earned average, 7 walks, 15 strikeouts. And leading off for the Tigers will be Johnson Scope, 0 for 3 with a strikeout in the 6th. Mets 6, D-backs 4 in Arizona. Gets a sign down a little bit. Romo from the Strats. Rockies 1, Giants nothing in Colorado. That's the first strike. Looking between the record guys, Johnson Scope, it's Romo, 1 for 6 with 4 strikeouts, I believe. Here's the pitch by Romo. And to the left, 2nd strike.
Just out in front of the slider. So back-to-back sliders for strikes.
Not much here, but keeps a little something on the stretch board. And the upper right, 1 and 2. That's number 54 on the jersey a little bit. Sliders not to slow it down, but sliders to keep something to carry in a little bit. It's like any positive theory can have something done a little bit. Nationals 1, Angels 1 in Los Angeles. And at the bottom, 2 and 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, even. 2 and 2 by Romo. And foul to home base, 2 and 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Romo from the Strats. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a strikeout. Picks it up, throws the first. 1 out for the Tigers. I have no clue if my opponent will be in the chat tonight or not. Who has just got off 5 minutes ago already. Maybe 6 minutes already. It'll bring up Will Castro. 0 for 3.
More home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
Here's the pitch by Romo from the stretch, and that's the middle, 1 strike.
1 out, nobody on.
On 1. The stretch, that's going to be to the left, right, excuse me. Had to make a little correction. 1 ball, 1 strike. Romo from the stretch. And at the bottom, 2nd strike. Probably a little bit of something coming out of the tweet in a minute. At the bottom angle, 2 and 2. Makes it 2 balls, 2 strikes equal a little bit. 2 and 2 by Romo. From the stretch. To the right, 3 and 2. Coming to bat next, but CJ Cron, 172 is on deck. And that's going to be a ground ball, center field. Gets him second, and that's a base hit. That's a single for the Tigers. Some forward gets a little more focus in between, guys. And it does help out between a few positive strategies a little bit. To the right, 1-0. That'll be CJ Cron. And a walk, ran 0 for 2. Run at first, 1 out. There we go. 1 ball, no strike. Romo from the stretch. And at the bottom, 1 strike. That'll be 1 ball, 1 strike. Evenly at the bottom right of the screen today, guys. Let me check out Twitter. Jared, aka Leon, I would assume.
Now the 1-1 pitch. It's
to the right, 2nd strike. You guys can let me know throughout the group, the running egg and tuba chat, if you guys want to shout out. 1 and 2 by Romo. And that's a strikeout. 2nd out for the Tigers. Run over hold at first. Any pitcher knows not to mess around a little bit, guys, but keeps a little more a safe distance defensively or anything offensively. So let's go a little more speed. So I'm keeping some of that direct. And to the right, 1 strike. Harold Castle's 1 for 2 with a run and single. Run on first with 2 outs. Harold Castle's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch by Romo. And that's going to be at the bottom, 2nd strike already. Now, welcome back, brother. I was walking, so I stopped villains attacking City. If I wipe out City, I did stop them. Oh, that's good. As long as you have the goodest attack, brother, you should be fine. You're doing what anybody's supposed to be doing as a good hero. I mean, I'm always my Angels hero, and that's a strikeout. So that was the first in time, and the side is retired. My opponent's going to be in the chat in a few minutes, guys. Just got off work around 5 already. Go to top of the 8th inning. Game 1 in Detroit. Tigers 4, Twins 2. And due-off for the Twins, guys, number 26, Big Mets Kepler. 2 singles, had a run, 2 for 3. 25 and 15 Twins. We're going to catch up a little bit and get a little bit of conspiracy. So, how was your weekend, by the way? Did you and Bale talk this week? Like between Kepler for Jimenez, guys, 1 for 6 with strikeout, with an average of 167. And that's going to be a foul to right, 1 strike. Yeah, my pun's coming in. I do know Harass is tired. I can work fucking 8:30 to 5, but he's off the next couple more days. Makes a catch to right, 1 out for the Twins. That'll bring up Miguel Sano, 4th batter. And had an RBI, 2 singles, 2 for 3. Pun, are you in the chat already? If you are, tell me you missed me. On the upper left, 1 strike. Snell for the Jimenez guys meeting, 2 for 5 with average of 400 for 2 strikeouts. Rangers 4, Blue Jays 3 in Texas. I'm not sure if my DF Bell is hero sometimes. We have to be, hey, stay strong, be hero, and me and my DF Bell, so me pick up a cat. Oh yeah, I actually did look at a little bit of that on Facebook over the weekend. I actually did look at a little bit of that. What do you think of it so far, brother? I mean, my Pun and Bell and What's Her Face, by the way, has 2 cats by the name of Luna and Gonzo, by the way. One of them likes me with having kisses with licking a little bit. 3-1. That's going to be a ground ball to third. Picks it up defensively, throws to first. Second out for the Twins. Hey, what's up, baby? How's my romantic angel doing tonight? How's work, by the way? Gonna bring up Josh Donaldson. Singled, ribbied, 1 for 3. 25 and 15 Twins. We're gonna make couple things happen a little bit. There's something with Mix a little bit. Cubs 4, Brewers 1 in Chicago. But anytime I look at the chat, guys, the last couple of nights, last night and this morning. You're off to the following week. Damn straight, honey. That's what I'm talking about. By the way, honey, did you tell brother Mark what happened this morning? Anything for sure? Even though it's been happening the 3rd time since when my ride has not sold out for quite some time, a little bit. It's like anytime I try to get picked up at a certain time, since I've been at the W for 4 years or something. Go ahead, honey. You can tell him. That's a strikeout, and the inning is over. We're going to bottom of the 6th, and we're going to bottom of the 8th inning. Game 1 in Detroit. Twins 4, and the Twins 2. And on the mound next for the 25 and 15 Twins tonight, guys, will be Cody Stasic. 20th game appearance. Of a 4.15 earned average, 22 strikeouts, and 5 walks. Leading off for the Tigers, beats Colby Jones. Had a run, walked, RBI'd, 0 for 2. Here's the first pitch by Cody Stasic. And on the upper right. Keep going, honey. I had to make a couple calls today, guys. I had to. I was supposed to go in 8:30 to 4:30, and basically, I told one of the team leaders this morning, I'm like, make it 9 to 4:30 or 9:30 to 4:30. And I'm like, So I actually wait outside my house for about an hour and 10 minutes, and basically, you know what? I called transportation right back. I called them right back, and I'm like, am I picked out to be going into work this morning? And he's like, and I quote, they didn't have me on the list apparently. Apparently they don't have me on the list till Thursday. So guys, that's what frustrated the crap out of me this morning. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So I was talking with my coach earlier this morning, and we qualified a little bit, put a little PTO a little bit, and I'm good till Thursday morning. That's the first out for the Tigers for strikeout by Cody Stasic. But at least he was the only one that calmed me down, and I had to take on the situation a little bit. What happens. So it's happened the 3rd time since last year, twice last year. So it's gonna be okay. That's what strike brings up Austin Romine. Grounder in the 6th, 0 for 3. 2 for 21 for an average of 95. No balls, 1 strike. Stasic from the stretch. And that's going to be a foul to home. 2nd strike. Well, like I said, honey, I'm sorry. I thought I was going to work about 7.5 hours today, but, it's okay. Whenever it happens, If I'm not made in the list, it would mean it's not going to be that big of a concern for me that month. As long as I have PPO to cover, that'd be okay. 2-2 at the bottom. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On the 17th, I will not be in the chat. I beat town. Can you clarify that, Puddin? What he means real quick? For next to bat, Victor Reyes, 237, 6 overs and 10 ribbies. He's on deck.
Even with 2 strikes.
I'm going to sauce the phone again one more time here. So far, we're doing a little more better than this morning. Black Ops Cold War was okay at this point. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Stasic from the stretch. Take your time, honey. That's going to be a shot to the left, to deep left center field. And it'll get down.
But he can't get there.
And that's a ground rule double.
Over the wall.
And it's a double by the Tigers.
Well, he hit
My point will tell you in a second. Hey, what's up, Leon? How you doing, buddy?
There's some
Hit that like button, my man.
because that ball bounced right over
But it's a little long story that my love and I did talk about business-wise this morning.
At the plate, Victor Reyes.
Here comes Victor
No
Reyes.
hits on 3 tries so
Struck
far.
out in the fifth, 0 for 3. Votto at second with 1 out. But, how you been tonight, Leon? How was your weekend?
From the stretch.
I mean, work was not a painkiller last night. You know, there was actually a new stockman that starts by the name starts with an M, and, it was the second day at work, and, you know, it was a little more busy on, it's usually busy on Sundays, Saturdays, Fridays, a bit more on Thursdays, but not as much. Mondays, not a whole lot. 0 and 2. The bottom 1 and 2. But my point will tell you, brother, once he gets back a little bit. 1 and 2. And that's a strikeout. That was the first in time, second out for the Tigers. Runner will hold a second. Up next to bat, Benico Goodwin. Has 2 RBIs, singled, 1 for 3. Runner at second with 2 outs. So how you been tonight, Leon? It's good to see you back. That's announced at 375 of RISP. Not sure if Leon heard me or not. Not, sir. Oh, there you are, at the bottom, second strike. I was down mod earlier. Actually, it stuck a granola bar in my microwave. It burned. Oh, wow. But half of Steve. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Were you able to have a granola bar or have something else? So now recorded, Silas retired. Time to get up and stretch, guys. Go to top of the ninth. Game 1 in Detroit. Tigers 4 and Twins 2. And so it'll be a different pizza. So, Leon, did you watch, please tell me you watched AEW, she is. Well, apparently she just got off at 5, and her and I were talking a little bit about business earlier, involving what happened this morning. So on the mound for the 15 and 25 Tigers will be Giovanni Gregory Soto. 9th game appearance of a 1.00 around average, 4 walks, 11 strikeouts. But did you watch AEW Revolution last night? I mean, people thought the main event was okay. Between for the AEW World Title and a barbed wire and a barbed wire death match between Zama actually facing what do you call it, Kenny Omega as we speak. But I've heard a little bit of insight, a little bit, and through my mind after last night. Oh yeah, more of them in the refrigerator. Okay. I have heard that the pay-per-view was not too bad, but basically the main event was not made of a damn thing for it. 0 and 2. And that's going to be a grounder to left from third base, and throws the first out for the Twins. But yeah, I didn't watch Revolution though, from when I heard. So here comes Eddie Rosario, 0 for 2 for walking the 6th. Astros 5, Royals nothing in Houston. Here's the pitch by Soto. I mean, people thought that pay-per-view spending a lot of money for a pay-per-view, not being a good pay-per-view at this point, being okay. I mean, if I were to pay for a pay-per-view on my PS5, guys, on TV, I think it'd be a waste of money at this point. That's what I was thinking too. But does he look at the website a little bit? I mean, I thought the pay-per-view was not so good, but I think AEW's going to have to learn that lesson a little bit more before they decide to make something out of conspiracy or anything that the fans would want to have a little bit. That's what I'm thinking. 2 and 1 from the stretch. And that's going to be a foul to right, 2 and 2. Cubs 4, Brewers 1 in Chicago. 2 balls, 2 strikes, Soto from the stretch. And that's going to be a ground ball to right. Picks it up defensively, and time throws the first. Out number 2 for the Twins. And Twins out with their final out. Last chance for the Twins. Guys, brings up Big Cave. Grounder in the 6th, 0 for 3. D-back 6, Mets 6 in Arizona. Here's the pitch by Soto. And up top, that's a swing, 1 strike. Rockies 1, Giants nothing in Colorado. 1 strike. That's through. The bottom, 1 ball, 1 strike. But are you gonna be watching Raw tonight, Leon? I mean, I do know, I do know Fast One's coming up soon. I don't know if it's next week or not. Probably another 2 weeks or something. 2-1. And that's going to be the left. Second strike. 2-2. And the Twins are down with their final out.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in
Here's the pitch by Soto. 2-2. And that's going to be a sub and call from second base. And the Tigers get the win in Game 1 Detroit. As the Tigers are now 16-25. Winning by 2 runs. Only by 2 runs, guys. Final score 4-2. The Tigers are back in the winning column, guys, tonight. 16-25 this season. Over the Twins, too. 25-16, a little bit. We'll get the statistics in a second. And I also did hear something about Raw tonight as well, Leon. I've heard that last week, since Bobby Lashley defeated The Miz in a Lumberjack match to win the WWE Championship, apparently there's going to be a rematch tonight. As you've got The Miz invoking his rematch, as he'll be taking on Bobby Lashley, the champ, for the WWE Championship tonight in a rematch. And here's what I'm thinking, Leon. Do you actually think Lashley's going to lose that title that quick? I mean, I do not expect him to lose that championship that quick to The Miz. I don't think so. I think he's going to hold it on to WrestleMania, and McIntyre can take it from him. But the only match that I want to see as a dream match is Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar. I think it would be a good match for the WWE Championship, but it all depends how that's going to go. Leon, Brother Mike in the chat says, crap, give me a moment. Let me read it real quick. It meant us learn and trust them. Exactly. That's what this group's all about. Have love, support, and respect, as always. We look at the statistics real quick, guys. In Game 1 Detroit. Losing in Game 1 Detroit. Hold up. Down the bottom. How you doing? Happy International Women's Day. That's right. For the 25-16 Twins. Max Kepler was 2 for 4 for Ryan. Same with Luis Reyes. We got to know was 2 for 4 for an RBI driven in. And JK was 0 for 4. And winning by 2 runs tonight, guys. Game 1 in Detroit. Every 1 to 2 days a week on the schedule of the series. For the 16 and 25 Tigers, guys. In Game 1 in Detroit. Savroman had a double. Nico Goldrum only had 2 RBIs driven in today. 1 for 4. Will Castle was 1 for 4. And Zamir Candelario had a walk. 1 for 3. Yeah, I don't think Lashley's ass is going to lose that championship that quick. I don't think so. I mean, he just beat The Miz last week. I mean, why the hell does The Miz need to regain the title anyway? He cast it in on an Elimination Chamber, but I just don't think he's going to win it back tonight. I think, well, let me ask you this, Leon. Do you think there's going to be any interference, or do you think The Miz will have his rematch at Fastlane? I mean, the way I could see this going, guys, I could see The Miz getting another side of Fastlane, and then adding Braun Strowman into the mix. Facing not those two, but Lashley as well as champion. And those two can have a triple threat match for the WWE title by then. At Fastlane. Do you think it might go a little bit towards that route, Leon? What do you think? I'll pause in the chat, guys. You guys give me honest opinions throughout this group of Running Yank and Tuba Chat. So the Tigers go up to 16-25 over the Twins by 2. The 25-16 Game 1 Detroit. 4-2, 5 hits, 0 errors, 7 hits, and just 3 errors. As we look at the first inning, guys, of choice, So Tigers are now JD for the Miz. Oh, get out of here, buddy. Why would I face the Miz? He would start crying. But I was sort of tombstone his ass if I did, and could leave him an important message. That's what I would do. But guess who I would bring to the corner, Leon? I would bring, obviously, I would bring my angel. Her and I have been together for 1,338 days now. And my opponent would prove something wrong at that point. Let's see why it scores real quick, guys. Kazuchika Rogers is back in the lineup. Very good. Looking at a little time. There we go. Okay, guys, other teams real quick. We have the Orioles win by 1 over the Indians and Baltimore. Final score by 1 run after 9, 4-3. 9 hits, 1 error, 7 hits, and just 1 error each. Harvey's second win. Valdez, 5th save. Lucky odd number, a little bit. At the fast lane. So do you think there's going to be any interference tonight for the WWE title between Lashley, the champ, and the Miz, the challenger? I mean, I can still, moments ago, Leon, I can see this being a triple threat match between Lashley defending his WWE Championship, not just The Miz, but Braun Strowman. I don't think McIntyre's going to challenge until WrestleMania. That's what I'm kind of thinking as we speak. But your honest comment, buddy, go ahead. Welcome back, honey. What happened? The Reds won a good victory by 5 runs over the Marlins in Cincinnati. After 9 innings by 5 runs, 11-6, 14 hits, close to 2 years. Who, McIntyre or Lashley? And we also have to worry about Roman Reigns, too. He's going to be defending his Universal title against Daniel Bryan at Fastlane. I mean, there ain't no way Daniel Bryan's going to win it. But the next challenger, guys, is the winner of this year's Royal Rumble, and that's going to be Ed's. But Leon, this is going to suck something to me. Jay White, a.k.a. The Big Show, the world's largest athlete, he recently did announce his signee of Revolution last night as a worthy Hall of Famer. Future worthy Hall of Famer. Oh, it's okay, honey. What's your update, by the way? And guess who it was, Leon? Think about it. He's a close friend of Ed's a little bit.
John Morrison, I might interfering.
John Morrison, I'm not so sure. I think he might screw The Miz. But it all depends. 11-6, 14 hits, no errors, 9 hits, and 2 errors. But it all depends. Trevor Bauer was lucky to win number 6. Keeping a little inside the mix. The Cubbies win a close one by 3 runs after 9 innings over the Brewers in Chicago. After 9 innings, final score by 3 runs, 4-1. 9 hits, 0 errors, 6 hits, and no errors. Your Dodgers' 5th win. Winkler, 14th save, good even number. Of a double digit. I like double digits between the mixed guys throughout the group, as it's satisfying. The Cardinals win an extra inning by 1 after 10 innings. Finals over the Pirates in Pittsburgh. Final score 3-2. 10 hits, 0 errors, 6 hits, and 1 error even. Of odd. Gumber of a second win. The Rays win by 1. After 9 innings over their rival, the Yankees in Tampa. By 1 run after 9 innings, 6-5. 11 hits, 0 errors, 10 hits, and no errors as well. Beeks, first win. Anderson, 10th save, good even number. Not drastic, but important. The Blue Jays win by 1 run from the stretch after 9 innings, having 1 run in the 7th, 2 runs in the 1st, and 2 in the last inning. That being the 9th. By 1 run, final score 5-4, 10 hits, 0 errors, 5 hits, and 1 error completed. Ray, first win. Zal's lucky, save number 6. That's a good thing. Between the evens, not the odds. The Astros win a blowout victory by 5 runs, guys, over the Royals in Houston. After 9 innings by 5 runs. Final score 6-1. 12 hits, 0 errors, 4 hits, and 1 error. Zach Greinke with a perfect 8-0 1-loss record on the mound for the Houston Astros, guys. Zach Greinke. Look at the bottom left of your screen in the chat. Impressive record by Zach Greinke.
Kid with the jacket
Any player
and
knows not to mess around a little bit.
over the mighty mark. Shilu dog, thanks doc.
Brother Mark says, 116, not bad, honey. Looks good. The Bible 1211, that being your older brother, the mighty Mark. That's true. That's a little something trustworthy, Leon. That's something. The D-backs won a great game by 1 run over the Go-Go Mets in Arizona. Shout out to you, Mike, for that. After 9 innings and a great matchup by 1 run, 10-9 in Arizona. 16 hits together, guys. Powerful hits and no errors completed. Rondon first win. Holy cow. Couple good teams making something in the board for outstanding. The Rockies win by 1 after 2 extra innings going into the 11th over the Giants in Colorado. Final score after 11 consecutive innings instead of 9 by 1 run. Final score as we speak 2-1. 7 hits, 0 errors, 2 hits, and 1 no errors. Excuse me. Pazzo's second win between forward specialists.
5 like 1 dislike, go home, you're drunk.
The Nationals also had a good game by 1 over the Angels in Los Angeles. After 9 innings by 1 run, final score 10-9. 16 hits, 0 errors, 16 hits, and 1 error as well. Great hitting. Hudson third win. Doolittle saved number 7. Odd number, but not strange. And the Padres win by 3. Having 3 runs in the third, 2 in the 7th, over the White Sox by 3 in San Diego. By 3 runs, final score 5-2. 10 hits, 0 errors, 4 hits, and no errors obvious. Go home, go drunk disliker. Go nephew Kevin, my dad. He's no legend, he was a handful. Ah, boy. Lamar's second win, Portland's 11th save. So the Tigers are 16-25, guys. Baseball will be back tomorrow. You guys already understand. I've got 3:30-11 coming up Saturday on the weekend. So you guys will not have baseball by then. So baseball will be back in the morning, tomorrow morning on a Tuesday. So, and then tomorrow night, I'm not sure if I'll do Assassin's Creed Valhalla by then. But I'll let you guys know on Discord, Twitter, and YouTube. But you guys will get baseball in the morning. If I don't do Valhalla tomorrow night, you guys will have it Wednesday morning. Depending what my side maker wants to do, as we speak in the chat. It all depends frequently. So, baseball will be back Tuesday morning. So, Tigers are 16-25. So, till Tuesday morning, guys, tomorrow, guys, be game 2 in Detroit of 3 of a 4-game series. Is there will be the 16-25 Tigers hosting the 25-16 Twins. And game 2 in Detroit, guys, tomorrow morning on Tuesday. On the mound for the 16-25 Tigers, be Tyler Skubal of a 3-2, a little bit good, 1-loss record. 41 strikeouts for 2.44, 2 sailboats, 0 run average. And on the mound for the 25-16 Twins, with Jose Barreros, 4-3 record, 56 strikeouts, over 1.18 run average. And other teams real quick, guys, for tomorrow. Got the Indians take on the Orioles in Baltimore. Carrasco, 3-1, 2.25 run average. Versus Aiken, with a winless 0-7, 1-loss record. With a 9.89 run average. Yes, my son, he unlike me, his father, do dumb things, I protect the universe. Dumb things is not going to solve anything with something that's not satisfying completed. As long as it's something obvious, good terms, or anything that's positive with respect, love, and no courtesy, as it should be. Reds host the Marlins in Cincinnati. Alcantara, 3-3, but 3.65 run average, versus Castellano, of a perfect 5-0 record on the mound for the Reds, with a 2.28 run average. Completed fewer, as I can get. The Phillies host the Dodgers in Philadelphia. 1-7-0, perfect record. No losses so far, for 1.80 run average versus Nola. Also has, guys, a 5-2 1-loss record of a matchup of the century of a 1.81 run average. Good taste for it, guys, throughout the group. The Redbirds take on the Pirates in Pittsburgh. Martinez 2-2, 6.25 run average versus Talon with a 4.70 run average. Couple odds, maybe just 1 out of 3. Actually 2 out of 3 between on the other side of the end. And gets careful. Yankees take on the Rays in Tampa, rival. Jared Paxton 1-1, but 3.35 run average for the Serenos, with a 3.19 run average. So what's the rest of your plan tonight, baby? Anything coming to mind a little bit? The Red Sox take on the Braves in Atlanta. Alberti 3-2 for 6.52 run average. Versus Anderson 3-0 for 3.83 run average. Keeping inside the bump and keeping impressive, as it should be between good direction. Brewers take on the Cubs in Chicago. Small 1-2 for 3.03 run average. Versus Mills for 3.20 run average. Only by 17 between run averages with no periods and or ERAs between abbreviations, as I can. Blue Jays take on the Rangers in Texas. Trevor Walk 2-2 for 2.72 run average. Versus Corey Kluber for 5.36 run average. But a positive, no angles. Keeps it standard. Royals take on the Astros and Houston. Singer 1-4 for 3.95 run average. Versus Yoquiti with a 5.97 run average. Spirit, but good, not terrible. The Go-Go Mets take on the D-backs in Arizona. Lugo 1-3 for 5.06 run average. Versus Weaver with a 4.35 run average. Not skipping forward, but keeping it moving. Giants take on the Rockies in Colorado. Drew Smiley 1-4 for 6.15 run average. Versus Marquez for a 4.53 run average. And so I guess it's not in a strong position. If your kids do bad things, I hope we do what is right. Kids that understand do bad things is wrong thing to do. You're right on the money too, brother. When kids do bad things, it's like they don't understand, they don't have attention for themselves that much, or they don't know what the future is going to be lying on. What if they get a job somewhere or try to get something standard? They just have to be careful and be worthy of that. And have no concentration. And worry about what's going on between their minds. That's what should be done about it. Nationals take on the Angels and Los Angeles. Max Scherzer 3-4 for 6.98 run average versus Bundy of a good 5-1 one-loss record with 2.80 run average. Also with some obvious between standard conditions. Mariners host the Athletics in Seattle. Bassett 1-5 for 6.14 run average versus Margavicius, if I'm pronouncing it right, with a 4.15 run average. At standard, but not to the middle. And the White Sox take on the Padres in San Diego. So it'll be a good matchup. Kutzel 4-2 for 3.83 run average versus Matt Clevinger, also with a 4-2 one-loss record with a 1.49 run average. Gives a little more inside potential. So the Tigers are 16-25 of the season. Wrap things up in a second. Look at American League standings and statistics. I'm going to start with the American League Central, guys. It's still rifle time. Keeping it a wearing. In American League Central, guys, having a good record between 16-4 at nighttime, 16-7 at home. And it wins the last 10 with one loss. Goes to the 29-15 Indians. It's also one loss, 15-9, 15-7 at home. Won 8 games the last 10, 9-6 on division. And that goes to the 25-16 White Sox. There's also one loss as well for the 25-16 Twins also. 4 consecutive losses terribly. 3 wins to the last 10 for the 19-22 Royals. And 1 win, finally, so far. Still a young season. For the 16-25 Tigers, only trailed by 3 games so far. In the American League West, there's also 2 wins, great standard record.
I'm eating my supper.
Oh, you're eating a supper, baby? It's okay. What do you have for supper tonight? Keep going, Angel. It's all right. And that would be, guys, for 2 wins for the 32-10 Astros. 1 loss each. I probably won't get the statistics till tomorrow. That'll be 1 loss for the 28-12 Angels. 1 loss as well for the 20-23 Mariners. 15-27 Athletics, and 3 consecutive losses, win 2 games the last 10 for the 8-33 Rangers. Won 7 by 6.5 games so far. And we go to National League, guys. National League East. 3 consecutive wins. 15-9 on the road, 14-7 at nighttime. Winning 8 games the last 10 with 3 wins in a row. It's a 23-17 Phillies. There's also 1 loss as well for the 20-21 Mets. 2 losses as well. Pork steak, green beans, and baked potato. So what's going to be the plan after supper tonight, honey? I mean, how tired are you from work? I mean, you and I both know what we talked about this morning, right? Business-wise. Think about it for a moment. And so, obviously, a few things there. That'd be the 20-22 Marlins. 1-1 win these guys. Win 3 games the last 10 eights. 18-22 Nationals and 18-24 Atlanta Braves. Went down by 1 game so far. National League Central. Two teams have 3 wins out of 5. And that would be the 28-14 Cubs and the 26-15 Reds guys, catching up a little bit. Went down by a game and a half. There's also 1 loss for the 17-25 Brewers. 1 win for the 15-27 Cardinals. And 6 terrible losses, guys. 6 games skid. Went 2 games the last 10. For 13-27 Pirates. What do you mean by the river, honey? What do you actually have in mind for the king? I'm gonna say it for the first time tonight, guys, after what happened this morning. All of a sudden, People's Republic of China. Rah ha ha ha. Thank you, China. National League West, heating up a little bit, guys. There's 1 loss for the 32-7 Dodgers, still looking pretty good. There's also 2 wins, winning 5 games even out of the last 10 for the 27-14 Padres, won by 6 games. 1 win each for the 20-21 Diamondbacks and the 15-20-25 Rockies. 7 losses in a row in a bad way. Winning 1 game, guys, in the last 10. That'd be the 15-26 San Francisco Giants. And last but not least, guys, in the chat real quick, American League East. I'll worry about the statistics in the morning when we get baseball tomorrow morning on Tuesday. There's 1 loss for the 20-13 Yankees and for the 20-22 Red Sox. There's also 3 wins in a row. We're winning 5 games the last 10, guys. Nothing obvious there. And that would be the 20-23 Rays. 2 wins for the 14-27, excuse me, for the Blue Jays. And 1 win for the 13-28 Orioles in Baltimore. Alright, guys. I'm going to go ahead and call it an evening. I will be back. I will see you guys in the morning. I will be back in the morning. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Guess we have another episode of MLB 20 by then, as we speak. I'm not so sure if I'm going to do Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I do know my pun does not have horseback riding till next week, and she does not have tealing till next week. And also a couple other things. I'll tell you guys in the morning tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday, as we speak. If you want to catch more MLB 20 every 1 to 2 days a week, magazine, guys. Magazine, the 16-25 Tigers, every 1 to 2 days a week. Hit the like button, like, support, comment, tweet it out, share it, add it to our playlist as always. I'm going to be reading my donations from the day, hold up a minute. From the day ZOD, I will be walking. So, what are you going to be doing at the river tonight, Puddin'? Any idea real quick? Real quick in the chat. If you guys have a Twitter, follow me. Follow me on Twitter. It's Vinny Zach Dawson. Also, share your first and last name information so we can follow each other. Anything we can talk about in conversations. And J's capitalized, Z's capitalized. Go out forward. The rest are lowercase. Same point, same time. Numbers are 8. I'll repeat this one time, guys. Keep it at standard one time. 824-656-00. You're the first and last name, 2 words and 1. Send me a phone request through Discord so we can talk about anything that's been going on this week. And you guys let me know if there's anything you want to check up on. But other than that, guys, throughout this group, with Running Egg and Tuba Chat, We watch videos in full. We like, support, comment, share it, tweet it out, add it to a playlist, and more importantly, no S for S. We'd never ask for support back in between. You guys can vote to land at 32, greatest showman at 13. I'm gonna get out of here for the evening, guys. It's a nice day out here tonight. I will be back tomorrow, guys. I will be back in the morning Tuesday. So my love and I can cover some extra stuff tonight, and it should be okay. But alright, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I want to say thank you, Puddin. I love you. What time are you gonna be at the river tonight, honey? Anything that would be the gossip behind it. Thank you, brother. Keep up the good work, and thank you, Leon. But alright, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Be good to one another, be kind, love one another. As I said, my watch time is not a glitz, because I don't need pathetic 98 minutes. I've had much more than that, guys, throughout the last 4 years. 4.5 years on YouTube. I don't know if it's a glitz or not, but I will keep that in hand. But alright, guys, I'll see you tomorrow morning for baseball. Same time, same channel. Have a good evening, and stay safe. Hopefully you guys get some good breeze on. Putting swords, anything with a cert. You guys let me know between constellation. And until then, I'll see you guys in the next